Pastor Andrew here. Life always throws us curveballs, and often that comes in the form of people. Someone said this to me years ago. Some people are blessings and some people are lessons. And you know what I need to do? I need to learn from some people. What is God trying to say to me at this moment in time? Abraham, the father of faith, in Genesis chapter 13, he has stepped out into the promises of God. And you know what? Every time there comes a blessing, it seems a battle comes with it. And what happened simply was this, that the herdsmen of Abraham and the herdsmen of his nephew Lot, they started to fight. And do you know what they were fighting about? The blessing of God. Provision brought division. How crazy. We live in the United States of America. Some of you in further afield, but all of us watching, we've experienced some level of blessing in our lives. I'm going to encourage you with this. Never let the provision of God lead to division. The source of our lives is way more important than the stuff in our lives. And the source is God. And sometimes we're pursuing stuff that God has given us instead of the hand that gave it to us. But you know what? Abraham was super smart. And some just advice and probably wisdom for you today. Guess what? Abraham would not allow small people to drag him into their small world. The herdsmen, they were just like hired to do a job, and they were bickering and fighting and arguing. Does that sound like America today? And Abraham said, we're not going to do this. You might have a drama going on. I'm not going to play my part. I'm going to stay to the high ground. And he turned around to Lot, and instead of dismissing him, which culturally at that time should have happened, because Abraham was the older man in the family, and he just should have taken Lot to the side and clipped him around the ear. But he didn't do that. He simply said this with confidence in his life. He said, if you go to the left, I'll go to the right. And if you go to the right, I will go to the left. Because guess what? I can't lose. Because he realized this, that blessing is not a place. Blessing is a person. And Abraham was blessed. And so I want to encourage you today that no matter what you're going through in life, and maybe your life is full of strife right now in some relationships, take the high ground because that's where God is. And if you keep a good attitude and if you keep your heart right, guess what? You will never, ever lose. You don't have to fight fights that you can't lose. Why? Because you're winning with the right attitude with God. God has blessed you. God has called you. And when people come into your life and they're not a blessing, but they're a lesson, learn from God, take the high ground. And guess what? Today, with the help of the Holy Spirit, by keeping your heart in check, making the right choices, you're going to get through this season of strife.